You feel like you're waiting for something, but you don't know exactly what. Sometimes the nights are too long, too silent, and your heart cries out for answers. You pray, you wait, you trust, but time seems to drag on. And in the back of your mind, perhaps you wonder, has God forgotten me? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. There is a promise that cuts through the darkness, a truth that resists all doubt. God is never late. He is not indifferent, He is at work, even in the silence. In this video, you will be guided by a prayer that soothes the soul, renews hope and reminds your heart. Waiting is never empty when it's in God's hands. Stay until the end, because there is something in store especially for you. Something that could change the way you see waiting, time, and the Lord's faithfulness. Take a deep breath. Silence the world outside. And come and rest in God. Your peace begins now. And now, with your heart open and your soul still before the Lord, let us enter into this sacred moment. Let go of the noise. Let go of the questions. Right here, in the quiet of the night, it's just you and God. No pressure to perform. No need to pretend. Just come as you are. Let these words become your own. Let this prayer be the breath of your weary spirit. Because even in the waiting, God is present. God is listening. And He is already moving. Let us pray. The alarm clock screams, a jarring symphony against the quiet promise of a new day. We stumble out of bed, already behind, already feeling the pressure of 1,000 to-dos. Emails pile up, deadlines loom, and the relentless demands of life seem to swallow us whole. We're caught in a whirlwind, rushing to keep up, often leaving God feeling distant, a forgotten prayer in the depths of our hurried schedules. This isn't just about the hectic morning routine, it's a reflection of a broader struggle, a silent plea for connection that often gets lost in the noise. We yearn for a different rhythm, a way to prioritize the sacred before the secular, to find the quiet space to connect with the source of our strength. This isn't about abandoning our responsibilities, it's about reordering our priorities. It's about understanding that a life truly lived isn't just one of achieving, but of experiencing the profound connection with something greater than ourselves. It's about recognizing that true fulfillment, deep joy, and lasting peace are not products of busyness, but of quiet moments spent in communion with the divine. We're not suggesting an escape from the world, but a reimagining of our place within it, a rediscovery of the profound truth that making time for God first isn't a luxury, but a necessity for a truly flourishing life. Many of us feel this pull, this longing for a deeper connection. We've felt the weight of unfulfilled promises, the sting of unmet expectations, and the subtle pressure to conform to a life that feels increasingly hollow. We find ourselves yearning for a more meaningful existence, a life grounded in purpose and filled with divine guidance. The world tells us to chase success, to accumulate wealth, to constantly strive for more. But what if the greatest success isn't measured in material gains, but in the depth of our relationship with the divine? What if the true wealth isn't found in possessions, but in the unwavering support of the Almighty? This prayer isn't a simple checklist or a rigid set of rules. It's a journey, a path of self-discovery, a personal invitation to a deeper relationship with God. It's a call to reawaken the flame of faith within, to rediscover the power of prayer, and to recognize that even in the midst of our chaotic schedules, there's always room for the quiet moments of connection with the divine. This morning, as you begin your day, let's find that space, that stillness, that connection that will sustain us through the day's challenges. Let this prayer be a catalyst for a profound shift in perspective, a conscious choice to prioritize the sacred before the secular. Let the journey begin. Consider this, a farmer meticulously tending a field. He recognizes the soil's inherent richness, but he knows the seeds alone won't flourish. He must diligently prepare the ground, ensuring proper drainage and nourishment. Similarly, our spiritual lives need this careful cultivation. We can have a deep desire for a richer relationship with God, but that yearning requires consistent effort and intentional practices. This isn't about rigid rules, it's about cultivating a mindful approach to our days, recognizing that nurturing our spiritual life is as essential as watering the crops in our earthly lives. Now, consider how this applies when you face seemingly insurmountable challenges. A persistent illness, a strained relationship, or a financial hardship can feel like a torrential downpour, threatening to wash away our faith. During these storms, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, to retreat into a sense of helplessness. Yet, even in these moments of adversity, we can choose to cultivate a connection with God, to recognize that every difficulty holds the potential for growth and transformation. This isn't about ignoring the hardship, it's about recognizing that within the trials, God offers a unique opportunity for profound understanding and strength. Furthermore, the cultivation of our spiritual life isn't a solitary pursuit, it's a shared journey. Like a community garden, where diverse plants thrive together, we can find support and encouragement from others who share our faith. Sharing our struggles, our victories, and our hopes creates a collective strength, a tapestry woven from shared experiences and mutual support. We're not isolated islands, we're interconnected members of a larger spiritual family, each contributing to the collective growth and well-being of the whole. Moreover, cultivating faith is a process of consistent engagement. It's not a destination but a continuous journey of discovery and deepening understanding. Imagine a climber scaling a mountain. Each step, each moment of focused effort, moves them closer to the summit. Likewise, our spiritual journey requires consistent effort, daily moments of prayer, quiet reflection, acts of compassion, and a willingness to learn. These acts, seemingly small, contribute to a significant and enduring connection with the divine. Building on this, however, remember that this cultivation isn't about perfection. We're all human, we'll falter, stumble, and experience moments of doubt. The key isn't avoiding these moments, it's about recognizing them as opportunities for growth and learning. It's about recognizing that our imperfections don't diminish our value, but instead highlight the need for grace and forgiveness, both from ourselves and from God. Ultimately, the cultivation of our faith is a journey of continuous learning and growth. Now, consider how this applies when you face seemingly insurmountable challenges. A persistent illness, a strained relationship, or a financial hardship can feel like a tempestuous sea, threatening to capsize our faith. During these storms, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, to retreat into a sense of helplessness, and to question God's presence. Yet, even in these moments of adversity, we can choose to actively engage with our faith, to recognize that every difficulty holds the potential for profound growth and transformation, leading to a deeper connection with the divine. This engagement isn't about ignoring the hardship, it's about recognizing that within the trials, God offers a unique opportunity for profound understanding and a strengthening of our spirit. Think of a sculptor meticulously chipping away at a block of marble, revealing a hidden masterpiece. Similarly, our struggles, though painful, are often the tools God uses to refine and mold our character, unveiling aspects of ourselves we might not have known existed. Furthermore, this engagement with our faith in challenging times can manifest in concrete actions. Perhaps it's a moment of deep prayer, a conversation with a trusted friend, or simply a quiet reflection on God's promises. These acts, seemingly small, contribute to a significant and enduring connection with the divine. Consider the story of a young woman who, facing a devastating loss, found solace in the quiet practice of daily meditation. This seemingly simple act became a lifeline, connecting her to a strength and resilience she hadn't known she possessed. Consequently, the cultivation of our faith in difficult times is not about avoiding the struggle. Instead, it's about recognizing the lessons embedded within the struggle, about understanding that God's grace often emerges most powerfully in our most vulnerable moments. A weathered oak tree, rooted deeply in the earth, withstands fierce storms. Its strength isn't in its resistance to the wind, but in its deep connection to the ground, in its unwavering commitment to growth. Similarly, our faith, when deeply rooted in God, can withstand the tempestuous pressures of life. In addition, this engagement with faith during trials requires a shift in perspective. Instead of focusing solely on the problem, we can redirect our attention to seeking God's guidance and strength. This shift isn't about ignoring the reality of our struggles, but about recognizing that within those struggles, we can discover a deeper understanding of ourselves and a strengthened bond with the divine. This is a critical distinction, a vital shift in how we approach our challenges. Now, consider how this applies when you face a seemingly endless to-do list. The pressure to achieve, to constantly produce, can feel overwhelming, threatening to smother our spiritual growth. We become so focused on external accomplishments that we neglect the inner work, the quiet moments of reflection and connection with the divine. This relentless pursuit of external validation often distracts us from the deeper, more fulfilling purpose that resides within. Instead of viewing our tasks as obstacles to spiritual growth, we can reframe them as opportunities for service. Volunteering at a local soup kitchen, mentoring a younger student, or simply offering a helping hand to a neighbor, these acts of service can become avenues for cultivating compassion and connection with others, thereby strengthening our spiritual lives. A simple act of kindness, a listening ear, can be a pathway to profound spiritual growth. Furthermore, cultivating a daily practice of gratitude can be a powerful antidote to this pressure. Taking a few moments each day to acknowledge the good in our lives, no matter how small, can shift our focus from what we lack to what we have. This shift in perspective can create a sense of contentment and appreciation, fostering a deeper connection with the divine. Consider the example of a struggling artist who, amidst financial hardship, found joy in expressing gratitude for the materials at their disposal, thereby transforming their perspective from scarcity to abundance. Conversely, sometimes the quietest moments of contemplation, the seemingly mundane tasks of daily life, can be the most profound opportunities for spiritual enrichment. Washing dishes, walking the dog, or simply sitting in silence can become avenues for reflection and connection. In these moments, we can discover a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place within the grand design. These experiences, often overlooked in our busy lives, can become gateways to profound spiritual growth. Another crucial layer is understanding that spiritual growth is not a linear progression. There will be moments of doubt, setbacks, and periods of feeling disconnected. These moments are not failures but rather part of the natural ebb and flow of the journey. Embracing these moments with grace and understanding, rather than judgment, is essential. Instead of viewing these setbacks as defeats, we can see them as opportunities to learn and grow, to deepen our understanding and our connection with the divine. In essence, the threads of our reflection converge upon a profound truth, a truth that transcends the daily grind and touches upon the very essence of our being. We've considered the intricate dance between our responsibilities and our spiritual aspirations, the subtle shifts in perspective that illuminate the path toward a more fulfilling life. It's not merely about adding another item to our already overflowing schedules, it's about reorienting our compass, recalibrating our priorities to align with a deeper purpose. Imagine a mosaic, each tiny piece seemingly insignificant on its own, yet collectively forming a breathtaking image. Each prayer, each act of service, each moment of quiet reflection, these are the individual pieces. They might seem disparate, almost inconsequential in isolation, but together they create a larger, more meaningful picture. As we continue this journey, our understanding of this larger picture becomes increasingly clear, and with it, a growing sense of empowerment. The path forward, therefore, isn't a destination but a continuous process of refinement, a gradual unfolding of our true potential. We've explored the importance of cultivating a mindful approach to our days, recognizing that spiritual nourishment is as vital as physical sustenance. We've considered how the seeds of faith can blossom amidst adversity, revealing a resilience and strength that lie dormant within. The implications of these explorations are far-reaching, touching upon our personal growth, our relationships, and the very fabric of our existence. Reflecting on this journey so far, we've glimpsed the power of intentionality, the transformative potential of gratitude, and the profound connection that exists between the mundane and the miraculous. Drawing these threads together, we see a pattern emerging, a pattern that resonates with the deepest longings within each of us. It's a pattern that invites us to embrace the beauty of the present moment, to find solace in the stillness, and to recognize that true fulfillment stems not from external validation but from an inner connection to something greater than ourselves. The path ahead, therefore, is not an arduous climb, but rather a gentle ascent, a gradual unfolding of the potential within. As we approach the final reflection, let us carry with us these insights, these profound realizations, and the quiet confidence that arises from a deep connection to the divine. Let us carry this understanding into the next phase of our journey, knowing that the journey itself is a testament to the power of faith and the enduring strength of the human spirit. As the sun begins its descent, painting the sky in hues of gold and crimson, we find ourselves at a juncture. The day's demands, the anxieties and uncertainties, have ebbed and flowed, leaving us with a quiet space for reflection. This space, this quiet interval, is a precious gift, an opportunity to contemplate the essence of our journey. We've considered the intricate interplay between our responsibilities and our spiritual aspirations, the delicate balance between the demands of the world and the quiet whispers of our souls. We've explored how making time for God first isn't an act of separation but rather a conscious integration, a profound realignment of priorities. The heart of this reflection lies not in rigid rules or prescriptive practices, but in a subtle shift in perspective. It's a gentle reordering of our priorities, a quiet acknowledgement that true fulfillment is not found in external validation or relentless busyness, but in the quiet embrace of a deeper connection. It's a recognition that our spiritual nourishment is as crucial as our physical sustenance. This isn't a fleeting notion, it's a cornerstone of a life truly lived, a life imbued with purpose, meaning, and enduring peace. Consider the ancient practice of cultivating a garden. The seeds, though small, hold within them the potential for vast growth. Similarly, our daily acts of faith, our quiet moments of connection, however seemingly insignificant, are the seeds of a profound and lasting transformation. They are the tendrils reaching towards a larger, more meaningful existence. They are the building blocks of a life rooted in purpose and guided by grace. This isn't a journey of perfection, it's a journey of growth, a continuous unfolding of our potential. There will be moments of doubt, moments of discouragement, and periods of feeling disconnected. These are not setbacks but integral parts of the process. Embracing these moments with compassion, understanding, and unwavering faith is the key to navigating the unpredictable terrain of life. This is the true essence of resilience, the quiet strength that emerges from an unwavering connection to the divine. The true practice begins now, in this very moment. It begins with a conscious choice to prioritize the sacred, to carve out space for connection, and to nurture the flame of faith within. Let this reflection not remain merely a collection of ideas, but a catalyst for action. Let it be a beacon illuminating the path forward, a guiding light in the labyrinth of life. May this understanding, this quiet realization, be a constant companion on your journey, a source of strength and inspiration, a testament to the profound power of a life lived in harmony with the divine. As this prayer draws to a close, take a deep breath and feel the peace of God settle gently over your soul. You don't need to have all the answers tonight. You don't need to fix everything before morning. Because the one who holds the stars, also holds your heart. Let this night be a sanctuary. Let this moment remind you that you are seen, you are loved, and you are not alone. Even in silence, God speaks. Even in darkness, His light shines. Even when you feel nothing, He is near. Now rest, child of God. Lay it all down. Let grace carry you through the night, until His mercies greet you with the sunrise. Amen.